Welcome to another show of Dirt to Bottle. I'm your host, Charles Carroll, and I've got a special guest today. And guess what her name is? Heather Ho. Get it right?
No.
I'm trying. Hey.
You've said yes.
Okay,
you got
okay.
it this time.
All right, I got it right. Well, Heather, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, Charles, I am a real estate agent for DIXON Homes Realty, a small brokerage boutique serving the Chattanooga area and also North Georgia. We sell homes, buy homes. We focus on building relationships with our clients and also with the community.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Maybe another 5-10 years when I'm too old to do all this. Maybe I'll get you to sell my winery.
Oh, I would absolutely love that.
Not be a bad idea.
I love it. Yes,
But
absolutely.
anyway, let's get started on our show.
All right,
We've introduced
let's
her.
start. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what do you know about wine?
I absolutely love wine. I've sold wine. I've worked for wineries.
Tell us a little bit about that. Wine.
I was a distributor. I used to sell wine for Southern Wines back in the Midwest.
Oh.
And I went to grocery stores and restaurants and sold some wine.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be my new adventure here in the next few weeks. I'm going to start trying to get a hold of a few distributors and just see what I can do there.
You absolutely should. Get
Yes.
your wine out in the stores and the restaurants. It's very deserving. Your wine is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, I'm noticing I'm talking to other wineries and vineyards and just breweries. I'm surprised there's so many breweries out now that's
so
actually doing that. And, a lot of them's using Savannah distribution.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about contacting them first and see where it's at because, I do sell BJ Reese's ciders at the winery here in downtown Ringo.
Okay.
And right now, since it's a growing pain for them, they can't sell direct to me anymore. It has to go through the distributor.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Interesting.
really is.
Okay. So I would reach out to the distributor and get your wine into those.
Well, I mean, it's a new beast to me, and it's another growing pain.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get figured out and go from there.
I think you can.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about the new labels that I'm working on for the mead. I want to talk about one of them in particular, and guess what we're calling it? Frier Tug.
Frier.
Frier Tug.
Frier cut.
And I'll just show this. That way people can see it. This is one of them. And call in, text me, or whatever if you've got my number, and tell us what you think. Which one would be better? Would it be this one or this one? Heather. Okay. Now, I am thinking about changing the font on that because that does look a little
Yeah, we
different than it
discussed
should
that
be.
right before the show.
Yes, we did, but maybe that should be something I need to change fairly quick. I don't know, guess. Tell me what you think. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of the fonts?
Yeah. What do you think of it? Heather?
I said we need to.
I know you got a good laugh at it.
Wasn't just me.
Well, while we're at it, and we got these two wines on the table, let's talk about these. These are two sweet wines that we sell down at the winery in downtown Ringo. Heather, it's
Let's
out
see
of reach.
this label.
It's out of reach. Wait. Okay. Let me turn it right. There we go. Liquid Pie. Heather, that's
Liquid
the first
Pie.
one. Heather, the second one is our Candy Apple. And both of them is made down in Crandall, Georgia. Come in and try these sweet wines. We've got a good following with them, and they're very
Yeah,
well
tell us
made.
about mead.
Mead. Oh, you want to get back on the mead? Well, let's do that. Mead is a wine made out of honey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever had anything like that?
Once.
Once?
So I have not tried any of your meads. So,
Well, I've tried a few back trials a few years back because I wanted to see how they aged out and how, how they really were. And we just had a great following with them.
okay.
Unfortunately, guess what? None of that's left. Wonder why. So I have come back out of the woodwork and doing it in bulk this time. We're doing the blueberry. That will be our blueberry mead, the one I was showing the new labels for that I have here. And I'm thinking we'll have a really good following on it.
I think so.
And then the other one, see, I didn't even bring the label on it. I'm going to wait till next week and bring that out. And what it is, it's made out of blueberry, blackberry, and raspberries.
Okay.
And guess what I'll call it? Heather? No idea? Okay.
I was
Dragon's
trying to-
blood.
Yeah, I was trying to come up with a name.
And the artistry is really great on it. I really love it. It's got a dragon on it, and it's got like a claw mark behind it, and it's got the scale patterns and stuff. I mean, it's just really bold and beautiful. The artist really thought a lot about it, I believe, and I'm going to go with it. It's just these two right here. These are the last
You need to decide between.
to where I need to get to move forward on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Great.
So do you grow the grapes at your vineyard?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I grow the Chamerson, Norton, Saval Blanc, Steuben. What's doing Merlot in this area is just about impossible.
Yeah.
We're just too wet of a climate. Being tropical as we are and all this rain, and guess what? This weather here lately is just, it's killing me. I just can't get out in the vineyard and stuff. It's actually hurting the grapes. It's going to change the character of the wine for this year, I'm afraid, unless we just start today being a drought area for the rest of the year.
Okay.
But I'm afraid that's not going to happen. One thing is coming in right now is blueberries. I do this wine right here, the blueberry liquid pie.
Yeah.
That is actually grown on the estate. So that's considered an estate wine.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy. Well, I can't wait to try that one later.
So guess what I've got to do tomorrow morning?
Pick some.
I got to go pick blueberries. Yeah, I have to get up daybreak, start at it.
Okay. Now, how long will that take you? All day?
Till I have to come back up here in midday.
Okay. Yeah, and open up.
Got to keep this place open. Got to keep the wine sales going.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, by all means, come out and try some of our wines, guys.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and talk about the website I have, where we can actually sell wine to just about anybody in the United States. Go to our website, order wine from us. If you're not from this area, by all means, check us out. See what you think. I'll guarantee you will not be disappointed.
So can you ship all over the U.S.?
I pretty much can. I think there's 31 states that I'm allowed to do through Vino shippers.
Okay.
And as long as we can, guess what? We can ship it straight to you. We've got the boxes. We've got everything. You can either get one bottle,
It's just
2, 3, 4,
case.
half a case or a case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a wine club?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
I
tell
just
us
need to
about
get
the wine
people
club.
to get more involved with it because I've been wanting to work with it more. But the biggest problem with it right now is just getting people engaged in it.
Okay.
And then I can set the wines up every month and just go from there.
Okay, so it's a monthly shipment?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you do quarterly or no?
I probably could. I could probably work about anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just getting to that point to get people to understand, okay, we've got it now. We're up and running. Let's do the sales.
Okay, let's
Get
promote
the
it.
product.
Yes.
let's do that.
Yes.
Right.
That's exciting.
I tell you what, let's do something else that we ain't talked about for this week that we've got that's new. You know, everybody knows we got this new slushy machine.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I saw it. I haven't tried it.
We got
yet.
some wild flavors this week.
Okay, what are your flavors?
Well, one of them is let me make sure I get this right. We call it Carnival Crush, and it's mango
Oh,
and what was it? Oh, cotton candy.
cotton candy.
Cotton candy, yeah.
Okay. Could you blend the two or no?
Yes,
Would
we
that be
blend the
good?
two, and oh my God.
I think a mango would be a really good summer slushy.
Well, see, we run that for 2 weeks because there was such a demand on it, but we have to eventually change out because, you know, people get tired of it. We want to put new product constantly out. So that's one of them we got going. And guess what the other one is? Remember, we just had pina colada.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
That's-
Well, we added blue raspberry to that, and we end up calling it Blue Lagoon Twist.
Oh, I love it.
So it's just like being tropical.
That's
Okay, now you're in
Yeah.
downtown
Like-
Ringo, and you can feel like you're in the tropics. Yeah.
I love it. It's summertime, and with a
Yes.
slushy, it's refreshing.
Oh, yeah,
can sit
especially
out
on
on
these
your
hot,
patio.
humid days.
Yeah.
I mean, you can come and sit at our fire pits by all means. You don't want to fire them things off. It's hot enough. But I mean, the tables and the atmosphere and stuff's great. We got some great music that we play here, especially on the weekends. Oh, we got Ernie back this Friday.
You do? Ernie is
Yes.
the best.
He is. I mean,
Friday night.
all
it
that
is.
jazz, saxophone, flute,
Yeah,
and stuff. I mean,
he's
it just.
wonderful.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm so glad you bring him in.
Yeah, I'm just so happy to have him.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, for this Saturday, we didn't have any entertainment set up, so we just thought we're just gonna wing it and just see how it goes.
Absolutely. Just have your smooth jazz going and just sip on some wine and do a free wine tasting. And
Yeah, we may do that.
Yeah.
Well, here's something that I've been thinking of. How many times have you been to a winery and you was able to go in and blend yourself?
oh, I'm loving this. Go on.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking of this because I was talking to a client the other day. What if I've got 16 wines out there right now?
Okay.
So what if I did this class And I've got all this set up. We do it on 100cc syringes. You blend your own wine.
Love it. Okay.
We'll do it for a certain price and have it all set up. And whoever the winner is with the best product,
Love it. Absolutely.
get a
love
bottle of wine or free glass wine or something.
it. Oh,
Yeah,
I
and
love
we
it.
can maybe do certificates, things of that nature.
Yes, yes. Everybody wants to learn about wine, I feel like.
Well, I think
and-
it would be a good draw.
Yes, absolutely. I
And that
really
might
do.
be first thing that I need to do before I start trying to teach, classes and stuff. I know blueberries are coming in now, and I thought about just doing a small, quick class on just taking a fruit,
Absolutely.
making a wine out of it. Make it simple.
I think people would like our
Mhm.
classes, especially with your, expertise and your
Mhm.
knowledge in wine. I think people will really be drawn to that.
Well, I'm thinking I have a good following with it, and I think it would be a good thing for the general populace around there, even people from a distance, come and learn what I've learned.
Absolutely. Yes.
And
a
have
lot of
fun with it.
people want to, not brew, but wine at home, make their own
Mhm.
wine. And this is a good way to get started on that.
Or, just kits. You've got
was
these
just gonna
wine kits
say,
out here, and they're
yes,
really much
maybe-
foolproof. The biggest thing that I think the hardest for most individuals when it comes to making something, there's really two things. One thing, leave it alone. Wine's got its own time, period. You cannot overdo it.
Okay.
Second thing, which really should be the first thing, is cleanliness. The cleaner things are, the better it'll turn out. You've got to make sure it stays pretty much in a sterile environment.
Oh, okay. So how long does it take from beginning to end to make a bottle of wine?
Well, that
Or
depends on the
batch of
product.
wine.
Now, the kit you can do within 4 weeks, 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And then, but the longevity of it, the longer it ages, the better it gets.
Okay.
Most of my wines are at least a year out, and a lot of the ones that I grow are 2 years plus out.
Oh, wow. So I do have a question for you. I saved this bottle of wine from like 10 years ago,
Oh,
and I just popped the cork the other night, but it
don't sound like
did
it.
not
probably
taste good. I'm like, I thought wine was
Well,
supposed to
how'd you
age
store it?
on my wine
Heather?
rack,
Okay.
room temp. So
Did it have a natural cork or a synthetic cork?
natural?
There's part
That's
of the
the
problem.
problem.
I'm going to say, was it sort of like glued together cork? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
If you get a true cork,
Okay,
one that's
so that
top
makes a difference.
A grade, you probably get 20, 25 years out of it.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
synthetics, they've got them different age brackets. You can get up to a 30-year cork.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that makes the difference.
Yeah, because I've got a pear one that I just love that I did about 6 or so years ago, and its cork life is about to come to an end, and I've got to open that
You
up
gotta
and
drink it.
recork it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
you're-
too much to drink. There's probably, I don't know, 70, 80 bottles left of it.
Oh,
So,
my-
yes, but it turned out really well. It's got a lot of the vanilla notes and buttery notes,
oh.
sort of like a Chardonnay.
So do you have that here at the winery?
No, unfortunately, it was
Okay.
before my time in
Gotcha.
this.
Okay.
Now, I will go ahead and say this, and I actually said something about it last week in the other show, that I've got the new Gator Got Your Granny out from the previous year,
Okay.
and it's got lovely butter notes. I mean, it looks
Oh.
even buttery in the bottle.
Okay. That
And I
sounds
thought, man, I
fantastic.
never thought I could do it on the apple. I've been trying it for a pear again, which I've got one that'd probably be 2 years out before I can get it off the shelf. I mean, it started getting it, but it wasn't there yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this Gator Got Your Granny, I'm telling.
Gator got
It
your
is.
granny.
Yeah.
Where do you come up with these names?
Well, my wife came up with that name.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah. Guess where she got it at? Heather? Heather?
From her grandma.
No. Well, she's a big Elvis fan.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
and
Is she really?
They was, yeah. Well,
Okay.
Elvis got a lot of songs from other people and stuff, and
Yeah.
it was this one guy in Louisiana that sung it, Cajun guy, and
Okay.
I thought he did really good on it. But Elvis actually got part of that song, or got that song, and he sung it, and it was called Poke Salad Annie.
Okay.
Poke Salad Annie,
Yep.
Gator Got Your Granny, and that's where the name come up with.
I love it.
Yeah. So when we was going through these names and stuff, I'd let her have so many, and then I'd have so many, and then she'd come up with some. It just, I mean, the bomb, you had to have it, and that Gator Got Your Granny was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she's come up with a liquid pie and the candy apple. I believe.
Love it. She's creative.
Yeah. I think I'm the one that came up with the crossroads, and it seemed like it was something else. I can't think of it right now. But it was, and at crossroads, that's the one where we've got the stupid grapes and the hibiscus flower in it.
Oh,
And it's funny, it's a sweet wine, but it goes off dry real quick.
does it really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you ain't tried that, you need to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just really odd. And I call it crossroads because It's like half and half.
Right. It's well balanced, sweet and dry, and I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Great wine. Okay. What else can we move to? Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the vineyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
All this rain is just horrible. I have to watch, keep trying to get stuck out in the vineyard all the time. You know, I did that a few weeks ago. I was out there trying to mow, and then all of a sudden, I just felt the lawnmower just sink, and I thought, oh my gosh.
So you mow it yourself?
Yes.
How many acres is
But right now it's 12 acres.
12 acres. Okay.
And I had to mow everything yesterday. Yeah. But I love my mower. I can't complain about it. It's like riding in a Cadillac.
Oh, yeah.
And it's huge. I mean, the thing's about 36 horsepower, 61-inch cut, and 3 hours.
It takes you 3 hours?
3 hours. That thing
That's
runs
not bad.
14 mile an hour.
Oh, so you don't have a glass of wine in your hand?
No,
when you're
you
doing
can't do that or
No.
anything else. I mean, you'll shake up too much. But hey, I just put my headphones on, listen to
Wonderful.
good music,
Just-
and I'm
yeah.
just
it?
hammering
I bet that's
away.
relaxing for you.
It
Because
is.
you work hard here. at
Well,
the
I don't have to
winery.
think about nothing but
Yeah,
what I'm doing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then that thing's got arm pads, so I just lay my arms. I sort of look like probably I'm just out of this world because I'm just going around and mowing. I'm moving my arms, not my hands. My hands are laying out here, you know. So it's weird looking, probably. Well, I tell you what,
Yeah.
we had a wine trivia last week.
Oh, really? I
Yes.
missed it?
Yeah, well,
Oh.
well, let's see what was it. We had it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, and then we had the drawing Saturday.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we still got these characters here that they've won stuff, they ain't showed up. So by all means, come in
Oh,
and
was
get
there one
your...
of them? I
Well, not this time, right? Because you was out of town.
That's right. It was.
Yeah. But I wanted to go ahead and mention some of it. One of them, S.T. Jackson won a bottle opener.
Oh.
Jessica Cochran got a wine glass of her choice. And then Debbie Moorhead Woody, a slushie.
Ooh.
Yeah. So by all means, come in and get your gifts and talk to us and
Yes,
stuff.
That's wonderful. So did you have to be, so you did the trivia here? In the
No, we actually did it on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just did one simple
Yes.
line
Yes.
of something about wine
Okay.
for each day.
Okay.
And then we take the results, who got what right, and put that in a hat
Yeah.
for each 3 days.
Okay.
And then we did the draw.
Now, will you do it again?
We're looking at it. I don't.
Or maybe do one in the winery.
That ain't a bad idea.
It's not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, and get it to people that's
People love
there.
trivia.
Heather, well, I'd like to do trivia if
And
I
you
can find
can
somebody
announce-
to do it or help me with it. Because guess what I got to
know
do?
a girl.
I got to serve. Well, if you know a girl, bring them this way.
Okay.
Say hi.
I'm gonna send her your way.
Yeah,
She
definitely.
does trivia
Oh.
on Wednesdays.
I would love to have her do it on Wednesday for me. But if she's doing it for somebody else, it might be a little hard to do.
I will talk to her.
Heather, it'd be Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, you know, I still got that murder mystery I need to get working on. So,
Yes.
yeah, and I've got to call the couple that, you know, they was really enthusiastic about it, about doing this and all. And I've really got to reach out to them today. I need to get this done and
Yes,
try to get a
yes.
date set and then start promoting it. Because
Yes, yes.
I'd like to have it 2 weeks out if possible.
Yes. Yeah.
That way,
People
get
like
more
2 weeks
interest.
in advance. Yeah. So.
And then hopefully, I mean, by all means, if you've got any ideas or anything that I can do on some of these evenings or days, anybody, by
Okay.
all means,
Yeah,
text me
yeah,
or call me. And I mean, I would love to
Trivia,
try
murder
different things.
mystery,
Yeah.
The winemaking class. I think that
I think
will be
it
a
would be.
hit.
What about a game night, maybe?
Absolutely. People love games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Board games.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
because you
have
can be
some, don't you?
social.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few, and
Yeah,
I've got
you
even
do.
more at the other place that I could bring up.
Okay. Yeah.
with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy a bottle of wine and play some board games.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And just remember, you can't have no hostility or anything. This is the winery. This is the place to come and relax, and wind down, not wound up. Oh, shit. We're having fun with this. That's a good thing.
We always do.
Yes, we do. But let's get back to the vineyard a little bit. I
Yes,
did
tell
get,
me more.
when I was out there mowing some, and I'm seeing a few issues out there. It's not good. I'm having some of the grapevines need to be retied up. So I'm probably going to end up having to ask for volunteers maybe here in the next week, maybe like on a Monday. 'Cause
Okay.
Usually I'm shut down on Monday. That would be a great time. Get people to come out and get engaged.
Yes.
Help me in the vineyard a little
absolutely.
bit, and you get to see what's going on, because right now the vineyard's really pretty, except for the ones that I need to get tied back up, you know.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'm having some deer action here lately that I'm not used to. Yeah,
Okay,
I've had a few come out there just munching on them a little bit more than they should be. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to put my alarms out. I've got these alarms. It'll scare the dead off.
Really? So
I mean,
once you
Where they're motion sensitive.
track them. Okay.
You just set them up and they take care of everything.
Is it like a high pitched siren or?
Well, it could be that or somebody screaming, anything. Of course, somebody say, "Oh my gosh, somebody's getting murdered over here."
Oh, so do you have any other wildlife that would eat the grapes
Well,
besides deer?
birds are the worst.
Okay, birds.
You
are
know,
the
I
worst.
have to
Okay.
net when that time comes, when they start going through Eurasian. Birds is probably the worst predator I've got out there. Now, deer, they just want greenery and stuff. Right now, they don't fool with the grapes that much, but they love to eat the leaves, the stems,
Okay.
things of that nature. And it's sort of weird, everything's changing. I do have bear around in the area.
Oh wow.
So I'm hoping we don't have none of that going.
Yeah. Let's hope not.
And there's some hogs down on the river that I know of. And hogs, when they come in, they just decimate.
Oh.
I'm hoping that'll stay at bay for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then as for insects, one thing it's helping out right now, especially mosquitoes, because I love to go out there and my wife's, if she just walks outside, a mosquito's about ready to bite her, eat her alive.
Sweet lady.
Oh, yeah. That's what I tell her. I don't know. She's pretty mean, though.
I've met her. I know.
But I've got martin houses out there on the lake.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps a lot with a lot of the insect problems you would have, especially mosquitoes and things like that. So makes a big difference. And plus, they're pretty to watch, too. You'll see them out there hitting the lake and, flying around in the vineyard and stuff.
Yeah.
They're really pretty. And they get out there and they chase me on the lawnmower, too. Heather?
Oh, if I can only see that. You're moving your hands.
Yeah, and they're just, dive bombing, except where they're grabbing insects, as you know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but back to the vineyard again.
Yeah.
Of course, we never left it. We just veered around it a little bit. I did see some issues with some of the grapes. I'm going to have to go out and pull some clusters because there are some issues out there. A lot of it looks like it might be part black rot. And the reason being because we've just been so wet and so much rain, it's hard to keep your pathogens at bay because you just can't even get out there and spray.
Yeah.
It's just
We've
so
had a
bad.
very rainy season.
Yeah, definitely. So, and I've got to do it next week again. Got to keep this thing sprayed, keep things at bay to have a great wine made out of it.
Yeah.
Now, this year, I'm looking at something different because I've got a lot of red wine on the shelf right now. I'm thinking about taking some of them grapes and just making a white wine out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be a better alternative this year since I'm sort of set on the others for now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Now, what would you do? Would you rather make it white, like a dry or a semi or just,
Well,
or maybe two?
I would do one of each, dry and a sweet.
That might be an idea.
Because in the summer, I like to drink sweet wines. And in the winter, I like to drink dry wines.
Yeah. Well, that's back to the people that help harvest, too. A lot of times I've got trials set up, and I'll actually take them pulling trials out when we're harvesting stuff after we get done and say, hey, guys, what do y'all think of this? Maybe do a little questionnaire and it's like, well, is this something I need to put on the market? Is this something I need to think something else about it? Or, go from there.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because guess what? Harvest ain't too far away, a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when that gets here, I'm hoping to have a pretty good size event out there with that.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Well, we get out there early in the morning, get everything picked, bring it inside, get things done, get it settled and all, and then hopefully we'll have some festivities, maybe grill out, have a little wine.
Yes. Yes. Maybe
Fellowship,
some
might even
party.
get a band out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just whatever we can do.
Yeah.
Be a private event.
Maybe a bounce house for
Oh,
the kids to be entertained.
Could you see this bouncing? I mean, I don't think we need that. It bounces enough on the lawnmower. Yeah. I know we do this all the time, but anyway, now any of my guests that I talk to, I'm hoping to get more of you out here again. I would love to have you.
Yeah,
back again
absolutely.
also,
Yeah.
and anybody else that might be in the wine industry or something that want to talk wine, by all means,
Yes.
get in contact with me, and maybe we can work something out and be on our show.
Yes,
here. And,
absolutely.
yeah. Who knows? It'd be nice if we had 4 or 5 of us here.
Yeah,
talking
wouldn't that be
about
fun?
it. Oh, it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can
Well, what
even,
will we talk about?
we can even have a wine tasting right here and talk about the different
that is a
notes
good
and
idea.
flavors and
Well, guys out there in TV land, tell us about it. Tell us what you think.
Yes.
That is a great idea.
I agree.
think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Why promote a bottle when we can promote it in a glass
And talk
promote
about
it?
it
Yeah.
and the steps to drinking wine,
Oh, yes.
the swirling, and
What is the swirling? I know you know.
opens up the notes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, way at bouquet blossom.
Exactly.
But what else
And then
helps it do
smell.
it? Heather,
else?
aeration.
Oh, yeah, aerating it. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you sell aerators here?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I have these little stoppers I found, and I've worked with these for a while. They actually close off, but they aerate, and you just put them in the bottom. We sell them for $2 a piece,
Oh,
and they're some of the best things I've ever
yes,
had.
it really opens up the
Oh
notes.
yeah, and it capsules your wine, the wine off, so it stops it from air leakage, and it lasts longer. And if anybody has ever tried to shove another cork back in a bottle after you took it out, you talk about a pain. That just ain't fun.
The cork is not going back in my bottle.
No, it ain't.
That's another thing. Do you sell the little toppers?
No, them's the only ones I do
Okay.
do that because
Yeah,
it's the only
yeah.
useful thing. I've had some of the other stuff is where corky and all, but
Yeah. It still has air that
I'd
comes
rather have
in it.
things useful.
Yeah.
Now I do have this great electric bottle opener.
Ooh, okay.
Got AA batteries in it. I'm telling you, that thing is great. But people, come on down and check us out. We're
won't be
going to have to wrap
disappointed.
this up. We're about to run out of
Are
time.
you serious? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
we are. See, it's
That
been
went
fun.
fast. It was
Yeah.
fun. Yes.
Yeah, and loved having you, and hopefully
thank you for
we can
having
have you
me.
again.
Yes, for
I
sure.
appreciate you coming in, Heather, and
of
who
course.
knows, maybe we do another show or two.
Let's do it.
Yes,
Let's do it.
Let's do that. All right. Sounding off here, this is another show of Dirt to Bottle with your host, Charles Carroll. By all means, come and visit.
Stop
Come and
by.
try our wines.
Yes. You won't be disappointed.
No, I don't think you will be.
He has a large variety
Yeah. And we're growing more.
and growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And making plenty.
Yes. We will not run out.
Well, thanks again for being here with me.
Yes. Thank you very much, Charles.
And thanks again, audience.